We are live. Welcome back to another FGTN show here Friday night, 10 p.m. Let me know down in the chat who's tuning in. I almost was like, should we go earlier? Should we go later? Because there's a big event happening tonight. I'm interested to see how many of you are staying awake and staying up to see what's going to happen with the big fight tonight. I don't typically watch boxing, but you gotta watch Tyson fight, right? I'm pretty stoked about it. I see Ryan. New member of the channel. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the support. We got a show for you tonight. We're going to talk about a few different things. I think I've got 3 different news articles within the fishing industry that have happened over the last week or 2 here that I want to let you know about that you may or may not know about. There's also a couple of new products that we're going to talk about that we've never talked about before that are new within the ice fishing space, and then a ton of deals. So as we know, it is November 15th today. Over the next couple of weeks here, we're going to start seeing a ton of Thanksgiving, Black Friday, kind of holiday deals really kicking off. In fact, a lot of them already have, which is what we're going to talk about tonight. And then the following week after Thanksgiving is Cyber Week. So there's Cyber Monday that happens that Monday, and then Cyber Week that happens after that. Look out on the channel. If you're not already subscribed, trust me, you are going to want to subscribe to the channel. If you are interested in getting deals on the fishing equipment, because we will be doing live streams. We will have a lot of different shows. Every Black Friday, I have a dedicated video. It's either live or pre-recorded that goes up that will let you know all the best deals that are out there. It's one of the most popular videos that I think a lot of the viewers end up liking. So we'll make sure we do that. I put about 20 to 30 hours into that video, making sure everything's sweet and concise for you to get to. So nice seeing people trickle in here. We got Shane from Kentucky. Jason, this is the big event. I like it, Jason. I really appreciate that. 10 o'clock every Friday, right? Josh, is Netflix working yet? I honestly popped it up right before we went live on the stream on my phone to see. I hope they're not fighting yet. And it was like round 5 of the 2 people that are fighting before. And then they'll probably have like a half hour, 45-minute break in between them. So I bet you it's probably going to be closer to 11 o'clock would be my guess when it's going to start. So in about an hour. So we'll try not to take too long tonight to make sure anybody that wanted to jump over and watch that can. But if you do jump back and forth, feel free to rewind. This will be recorded as well here. So good question. Utah, Mike, team, hard water already in Utah. I'm jealous, Utah, Mike. We don't have any here in Minnesota yet. So jealous right now. Hope you got the packages sent. Yeah, Ryan, I'll check. I haven't been to my box where I get that stuff from yet. I'll check it tomorrow. Really appreciate it. Ryan, I believe, sent me some lures in the mail, so I'm excited to check them out. Something that I might start doing on these Friday night streams, I've had a few people send me some stuff, is what I might start doing just to give a little shout out to any of the people that want to send anything over. Absolutely no obligation. But maybe at the end of these streams or a section in these Friday night shows, I'll actually show you some of the new cool gear that I get. Just to give a little credit to them. What's up, John Zick? How's it going? Really appreciate all you guys for being supportive of the channel. John Zick, member for 10 months. John, great running into you at the Sioux Falls Ice Show. Great seeing you. Looking forward to seeing a lot of other people here at the upcoming shows. Charles is here too. Look at this. We got the crew here with everybody on, and more are trickling in. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in, get my ugly mug off the screen, full screen here. Okay, those of you that aren't in Minnesota probably won't care too much about this, but it's interesting context to know, or if you ever fish in Minnesota, this would be interesting context for you. I'm not going to drain much of anything tonight. We're going to hop through it, get to the point. We're going to try to stick to that 30 to 45 minutes tonight. So first, Minnesota DNR is taking a look at a 6 walleye limit upcoming in 2026 if it gets passed. Sorry. There is a 6 walleye limit. They're looking to get it down to a 4 walleye limit in the future. So the 6 walleye limit, according to this article, much before my time, it's been 6 keepers a day has been the limit in Minnesota since 1956. Now, of course, there are special regulation lakes But from a statewide regulation, they're thinking of taking it from 6 down to 4. What they claim in this article, you can read it. I'll link everything down below after the show is over, as I usually do. They're basically blaming climate change, saying that it could have a detrimental impact to the fishing of walleyes in Minnesota, because walleyes are colder climate fish that thrive in those colder climates. And with the warming of waters, it's not as ideal of a temperature, number one. And number two, Eurasian milfoil, zebra mussel, some of those invasive species are causing the walleye population to potentially struggle in the future. And so they want to bring it down to 4. I don't really care. I don't know very many people that are, going out limiting 6 walleye a day every day. If it goes down to 4, it's not going to impact me. I do a lot of catch and release. Of course, I do harvest some, but just wanted to call it out. It's not a signed, sealed, delivered deal yet. If you live in Minnesota, you've probably heard about it if you're connected to the fishing industry in any way or stay up on the news. But there will be a few opportunities to raise your voice and guide which way this does go. So kind of interesting information. Let's move to the next one. All right. Some other great news here, or bad news, depending on how you look at it, is Northland Fishing Tackle. You see this logo right here on the screen. You guys have probably heard of them. I use a lot of their lures. We talk about some of their stuff once in a while. They have been acquired, believe it or not. They've been acquired by GSM Outdoors. You've likely heard of GSM Outdoors. Maybe you haven't, but this page right here that I have up on the screen, that logo that was on there was one of many of these logos. All of these logos here, all of these companies, you see a lot of hunting companies, knife companies, outdoors companies. There are some fishing companies in here as well. These are all companies that have been acquired by GSM Outdoors, believe it or not. Bagley Baits, Bill Lewis Fishing, Big Bite Baits, Bonehead Tackle, Buka Brand, Buckeye Lures, Cuda, Dobbins Rods, Frog Factory, Northland's the newest one, Phoenix Rods. And Northland's doing really good too, so I'm sure they got a pretty penny for the company. Robo Worm, Steel Shad, Team Stopper Lures, and Yamamoto Baits. So lots of companies underneath this GSM Outdoors. If they keep at it, heck, they might have the whole dang industry. But kind of interesting news for this week. I was talking to one guy at the Sioux Falls Ice Show that was working there, has been working with the brand for a long time. He has mixed feelings on it, but hopefully all goes well, right? It's either going to go well, it's not going to change, or it's going to go worse. Those are the 3 options. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you up to date. All right. Third news item, and then we're going to hop into new products here, is Z-Man expands again. You'll see this photo up here at the top. That's right. This is one of the primary reasons why they need to expand. So what they've done is they've expanded. It's basically a building. So they've expanded their warehouse, their building, to be able to ramp up production, ship faster to retailers, and expand the capacity of what they can handle. Last time that they expanded was back in, I don't think they have a year here, but 37,500 square feet, 12 years ago. 37,500 square feet. They thought they'd never fill it up. Now they're in a 75, let me make this bigger. Sorry, guys. 75,000 square foot facility. Again, really focused on ramping up production. They say a lot of it has to do with their plastics business. The ElasTech is really taking off for them. And then they also had I think their crankbaits are doing really good for them too. So they are expanding as well. All right, moving on to some new stuff. So Eurotackle, that's right. We talked about Eurotackle launching a new product was it last week or was it the week before, where they came out with the, let's go back. The eye shimmer. Came out with the eye shimmer maybe a week or 2 ago. I'm really excited about this. At the Sioux Falls Ice Show, they did not have the eye shimmer in stock. They didn't have any at the show, and so I wasn't able to pick them up. So this weekend's the Blaine Hardwater Show. Remember, go to alextim.com. On the side of the page, there'll be a link to all of the ice shows and events across the country that I know of that are happening this weekend in Blaine, Minnesota. There's the Hardwater Ice Show. It's Saturday and Sunday, so the next 2 days. It's going to be a really small show. I'm planning on being there maybe for a half hour because it's going to be tiny, but I'm hoping to get some of these eye shimmers there. The new product, though, is the Strider Fly. So let's pull this up. I thought this was interesting, and of course, I got to pick at least a few up to try, right? So they've got a few different colors here. They've got white glow, chartreuse glow, pink glow, or red, which is really cool, black, and gold. So a lot of, like, not a ton of colors, but I think these are probably the most requested colors that are going to be out there, with the exception of like a perch pattern would be like kind of like an in between of the gold and the chartreuse glow, I think would be pretty awesome. So what are they? The Strider Fly is a 1/32 ounce hair and rubber tungsten fly, compact and built with a focus on action and durability. So this is what they look like, right? Pretty cool looking things. We go back up here, kind of spread out. You can see the rubber here is on these tentacles that kind of hang out there. You've got the hair around the jig head, and then it looks like some plastic or rubber type of dressing around the other part of the hook there. So they claim this is really good. Obviously, its size, 1/32 ounce, really good for ice fishing, crappie, bluegill, perch. But they also say it's great for open water, trout fishing and panfish under a bobber. It is inspired by the water strider that these fish typically feed off of. This is a bug that's in the water that these fish eat. So you can see how well of a job they did. I'm actually impressed. They did a really nice job, and I like that they root it back to the type of food that they eat outside of plastics as well. So this is what that looks like. This is what this looks like. So you can kind of see here, they've done a really nice job trying to replicate it. So I think potentially the black could do really well, since that's probably what they're seeing from the bottom, because I don't think the water strider is colored. I think it's a dark brownish gray black color. So yeah, so pick them up if you are interested in getting some of the new Eurotackle Strider flies. I'll have everything linked down below as well when the stream is over. All right. Norfin has some new gear this year, believe it or not. And I actually think some of these are interesting. So we're gonna click on a few of them, but this page, Norfin, I'll just link it down below after. But it's on Norfin's website. You can click new arrivals. This is all their new stuff. The things we're going to talk about are the suits. So they've got the Extreme Pro FLT parka, I'm assuming stands for float. Then they've got the bib that goes with it. They've got the Evolution LED float parka. Let me zoom in, make this a little easier for you guys and gals. The Evolution LED float parka. So something to note here is you see these little dots on the front of the chest here. Those are actually LED lights. We'll talk about it here in a second. Then they've got the Evolution Heat float bib. That's right, it is heated. So it has a way to actually plug it in, so it heats up some coils on the inside. And then they've got the Thermax float parka, and then the Thermax float bib. So starting at the top of the line, and we'll zip through these again. I don't want to drain them too much here for you, but I want to make sure that you know about them, see if it piques your interest, allow you to click on it, and then figure out if you want to go with it or check it out or whatnot. I really like the design on it. It's simple, it's clean, it's a really common color, so it doesn't stand out like crazy. I kind of like it. Maybe I'll pick one up to try it out this year and compare it to maybe the climate bibs from climate parka from Striker. Otherwise, I've got, of course, the Apex suit. We'll see if I pick anything else up this year, but it looks pretty cool, right? Here's a couple things that I thought were really interesting in it. Let me see here. They've got a cinched hood on it, so that way you can really tighten it down so it's not super baggy on you, which I think is great. And sorry, this is taking a second. I got to really move down these here. Okay. This picture. One thing you're going to notice over here is you notice the zipper. There's two zippers, right? It doesn't have a liner that goes in it. There's two zippers. Notice on the left, there's a zipper here where my mouse is going down, right? There's also a zipper. You can see the little hanging thing here on the outside. It's a double zipper closure. Interesting, right? So they actually talk about it here. It's a double zipper with protective flap. It adds warmth by blocking wind. So you put this on, you zip up the inside zipper. This flap right here that's got kind of the soft material on it flaps over the zipper, and then you zip up the outer zipper, and then you have a flap to go over it. So talk about like truly not getting any wind in there. I'll tell you, I've never had a problem with that before, because I always wear like a hoodie or something under it, right? Or something, a shirt. You do your one zipper, and if you have a magnetic or a snapped flap that goes over it, I've never had an issue with wind getting under that flap through the teeth in the zipper and hitting me. Maybe I'm unique in that way, but I wonder if they are solving a problem that doesn't exist. But then again, I'm N of one. Maybe I'm the rarity here, and a lot of people are like, that's genius. So I thought that was really interesting. It is insulated. It is a float suit as well. It is wind and waterproof. So this is their top of the line one out of the options that they have available on their website. And I will show you if I can get to it here. So they call out, this is 12,000 waterproof, 8,000 breathable, and it's rated down to negative 35 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty great. So the reason why I call that out is because as you look at some of these other suits, the biggest thing that you're going to see is from this high-end one, the matching bibs are the same. 12,000 waterproof, 8,000 breathable, rated to negative 35 Fahrenheit. But then you get to the next line down here, negative 25. Less waterproof, less breathable, 8,000, 6,000, negative 25. And then, of course, their lightest version, cheapest version as well, starting at 169, 6,000 waterproof, 4,000 breathable, into negative 15 temperature. So they've got a lot of really interesting things here. Let's talk about this one for a second here, because I think it's really interesting, is the LED lights that are on the front of it. The way that it's powered is there is a spot for you. If I can get to these images don't really slide through super easy here. One thing I will say is that I do like the big, oh, I thought they had the big pockets on the inside. I'm thinking of the climate suit, I think. Yeah, those are not pockets. So in this front pocket area, you've got a spot with a USB-C cable. So you can plug in your phone, apparently, is what they say. Your phone can plug into it if you have USB-C on your phone, which the new iPhones do and a lot of the Androids do. And that will power these lights. Kind of cool. You can also, of course, plug in a power, like a portable power pack or something like that as well. But I thought that was interesting. I've never thought about like, well, it'd be kind of cool to have lights on the front of my jacket. I've always just assumed that you'd put it on your head, but this is an interesting concept that I haven't thought of, because like if my arms are out here, I guess that kind of makes sense, right? Like my arms are where I'm looking and they're going to be lit up. So this could be actually a genius idea. And then you've got your power button right here on the front. One thing I'll call out is the bibs also have the double zipper flap on them, double zipper with the flap. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Of course, there's a ton of other features on these that we're just not going to get into just due to sake of time. But if you're interested, Norfin does have some new products out. Check them out at a show near you. I know they're hitting a lot of the ice shows this year, otherwise available online as well. These are not on sale right now. Norfin typically does a Black Friday deal. We'll see if they do this year. All right. Now we are jumping into some of the deals, and then I'll zip through the chat here so that way we can get through the content for anybody that's going to hop back over to the fight here. All right. I'm actually super excited about this. If you remember the stream, what was it, 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago? We talked about there are now ice fishing rods from Trika. I bought one of their open water rods this year. And I was super impressed with it. You can only buy directly from them. You don't buy it from any retailer. You buy directly from Trika, and they're based out of, I believe it's Wisconsin. 715. The 715, that's in Wisconsin, I'm pretty sure. So they're based out of Wisconsin. They only sell direct to consumers. So they have very high-end rods that are priced similar to what you're going to find for like off-the-shelf priced rod, because they don't have any middleman. They don't have distributors. They don't have retailers that take a cut. They can just sell directly. Their whole website right now is 20% off, including reels, including open water rods. So if you've been waiting to get a Trika rod on a deal, this is their Black Friday deal. It's just available right now. I don't think you need any code. You can just go to their website and it'll automatically add a code if it need it. Otherwise, like you can see up here in the banner, 20% off. So I told you a few weeks ago, I'm going to wait. I really want to pick up a few of these different powers of the ice fishing rods just to be able to see how well they work and if they're everything that they're cracked up to be. And this is not working out the way that I want it to. Let me see if I can pop this image open, because they've got, why is this? I don't know why this image just doesn't want to cooperate here. We'll try doing this. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, that's probably why. So they have 5 different types of rods. They've got the ultra light extra fast 28. They've got a light extra fast 28, a medium light fast 32, medium fast 36, and a medium heavy moderate 40. 103.20 is what you're looking at paying here. And you do get that 365-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. 1 year unconditional. You don't like it, you can get your money back. So I'm going to pick a few of these up this year. If you've been waiting on a Trika rod, again, 20% off their whole website. Omnia. This is a place that, especially if you're in the Midwest, you've heard of it. I'm not sure across the rest of the country how big this is. But Omnia has 20% off site-wide as well with code Black Friday. I will have this link down below. I will also have this on the Black Friday streams as they come up. And the videos that I do, I'll compile all this together. So every new video that comes out, if there's other deals that are still live, I'll make sure that they stay included. So stay tuned to the channel for all of these really great deals. But Omnia is great for any of primarily your open water needs. They don't have a ton of ice fishing stuff, but if there's anything from baits, line, rods, reels, terminal, accessories, apparel that you want, specifically, again, open water, they probably have it. They're a fantastic company. They ship incredibly fast. And then one thing you'll see here is if once you get onto the page, move your cursor out of the screen if you're on desktop. And typically what happens is a lot of websites will give you a retention offer because they know that you just moved your cursor off the screen and they're like, don't leave. And so typically what will happen is they'll pop something up. That's when I got this pop up. A lot of companies will be like, don't leave yet. You want a deal? They have 10% off if you enter your email address off your first order. My guess is you enter your email address and then they'll ask for you to text and then you'll get a code by text. So I don't know if these are stacking, if you'd be able to stack them, but if you can, awesome. Probably not though, since you need to enter a code Black Friday. You can probably only enter one code, but yeah, save the 10% off for a later date if you want. But that's Omnia, what they got going right now. This is an interesting one. I bring this up because this will be kind of like the inside joke. If you're on this stream, you're going to notice it as we go over the next few weeks here. So this is the Chappelle Eagle Claw Rod Case. This was at Dakota Angler Ice Institute in Sioux Falls, South Dakota last weekend. It was on sale for $45. Now, the reason why I bring this up, this is the actual case right here. It's $59.99, regular price, Eagle Claw ice rod carry case at Shields. This case, I'll show you what it looks like closed. This case is the most purchased ice rod case Black Friday weekend for the last 3 or 4 years. It is insane. The cheapest that I've seen it is a Black Friday deal for $19.99. And I don't remember what store it was at, but I think this is interesting because you're going to see a lot of companies put this on sale. It's a good case. Like, is it a great case? No. Is it good though? Bang for your buck? Probably one of the best out there, to be honest with you. Not at full retail price, but if you can get this thing for under $40, so like $39.99 or less, it's definitely a good deal. So right now, if you wanted to buy it, the best price on it available right now is $49.99 at Frank's Great Outdoors. But again, I mean, buy it if you want to, but I expect this to for sure be under $40 on Black Friday. And if not even cheaper than that. So I think it's kind of funny because all the retailers have this case in stock because it moves so many units. If you're looking for a rod case, you're not looking to spend $100, $200, $300 on a rod case. This is one that a lot of people go with, and a lot of people have a lot of good things to say about it. All right. AliExpress, however it's pronounced. I always call it AliExpress. This right here is my favorite, and I would argue the very best fish scale on the market. So this is probably more so for open water. Typically, you go by length if you do tournaments and those types of things in ice fishing season. But this is the Bubba Pro scale. I have never seen it this price before. It typically retails around $200 to $230. But right now, you can buy it for $133.90. Shipped from the United States. So November 18th to the 24th. So we're talking 3 to 9 days to get it. This is a reputable website. It's typically a bunch of Chinese stuff that you're getting from it, but they sometimes have really good deals on here. Like you'll see the Echo Map UHD 73 SV. This is the older version, $284.39. So check out this website if you're interested. I in no way, shape, or form work with these people, but I saw this deal. You'll likely get the product. I don't know of anybody that's had an issue with this website. Typically, it comes from overseas, so it takes a long time to get. But this is shipping from the United States. So if you're looking for a really good scale, I know this is expensive, but between all the features that are on it, it's pretty incredible. I'm pretty sure I have a video on the channel about it as well, but that's my go-to. It's the one that I have. I bought it a year and a half ago. All right. Couple things I'm going to fly through it. Cabela's is this guy right here. Beatdown Outdoors all-terrain breakaway transducer pole. This is, I think, the most durable that I've tried on my boat. This is the LiveScope pole that I had in the front, the bow of my boat. And I love this thing. This is the one where you can put it in straight up and down position. And if you have it in one orientation where the pin's in there on one side of it at 5 miles an hour or hitting something, it breaks. It doesn't actually break at all. Like it's intended to break away and it tilts up. So that way, if you run into something, you're not breaking your transducer, the pole, or anything like that. And then in the other side, because you can go in either side by turning it 180 degrees, it is the most rock solid pole. I mean, I could go 7, 8, 9 miles an hour with this thing and it's not bending. It's not going anywhere. So I really, really like this on the boat. The only reason why I'm talking about this is I get it's crazy expensive, $550. But if you are a club member and you've been having your eye on one of these, it's $100 off right now. Plus, I know they've got like member deals and things like that going on. So that was one thing that I wanted to call out for you. If you're not worried about the breakaway feature, but you want that really sturdy, stable, this is their fixed version of it. $375. It's $50 off. $325 right now with the member deal. And then they also have fold down sonar mounts. I haven't used these yet, but next year I'm planning on maybe testing one of these and then maybe something from TKI next year, TKI CNC. They make some great products too. And I looked at one of the solutions they had. It was a double or triple mount actually for a graph. And it looked really good when I was down at Sioux Falls. So this right here is $50 off. And then they've got the double stack, which is $50 off right now as well. Okay. I thought this was kind of interesting. If you don't know, I think REI is a pretty well-known company, right? Across the outdoors community. I know they don't typically have like a ton of fishing gear, but they do have some. But what I thought was interesting is I was on blackerfriday.com. This is typically where I get my like leaked deals and kind of the leaked ads for Black Friday. It's the best one that I found, blackerfriday.com. It's like what to expect for REI's Black Friday 2024 sale. The answer, it's not happening. Nothing. They're going to be closed. What's interesting is, I guess, good for them, good for their employees. They're a co-op. They are going to be closed on Thursday, Thanksgiving, and Friday, Black Friday. I believe they have been the last couple of years, but they have just announced that it is official. Black Friday will be a company-wide holiday for all employees going forward. So they will not be, REI will not be open on Thursday or Friday. They're instead running a campaign called the Opt Outside campaign. And on social media, you're supposed to hashtag Opt Outside. And the idea is to encourage their employees and customers to take a day to not only hike, bike, and spend the day outdoors, but also to help join one of their many cleanup events nationwide. They've got a bunch across the country, none in the Midwest. And the idea is to pick up waste, I believe, and help clean up outside. So I thought that was really interesting in terms of REI. Okay, these next deals that we're going to talk about are not live right now. I don't think any of them are. No, the rest of the things that we're going to talk about, oh yeah, some of them are. But specifically, these ones at Cabela's and Bass Pro Shop are not live. But I want to give you a little bit of a taste for what's to come for Black Friday. Typically, you're going to see Cabela's run some of the most competitive deals around electronics. And then there's one-off deals at other places that usually go very, very quick. So Garmin at Cabela's and Bass Pro Shops, they're essentially the same thing, just other parts of the country. And they, of course, run under different names, is they've got the Echo Map Ultra 2 106 SV LiveScope bundle. So this is the 106 SV Ultra 2 screen, so 10-inch, latest and greatest screen in the Echo Map Ultra series. And you're getting a LVS 34, so the LiveScope Plus transducer with it. Normal price is $3,650. They've got it on sale for $24.99. But wait, there's more. If you are a club member, it means you have to have their credit card. You can actually get it for $2,000. Sorry, $2,100, $2,099. So $2,100. So it's an additional $400 off. $2,100 for this setup is a really, really good deal. Typically, the LVS 34, the LiveScope Plus, retails for $1,700. The best price that I've seen on it, and it might even be in one of these upcoming screens that I show you. The LiveScope Plus will be $1,500 on Black Friday. I don't remember if it's Cabela's or somebody else, but we will talk about it. So it's $200 off normally, but think $1,500 just for the LiveScope system, right? In that, this is $600 more you're paying to get a, I don't know what this screen is normally, $1,700, maybe even more than that. So this is definitely a good deal if you're looking for a 10-inch screen, and it can also work really nicely on your boat. The second deal that they have is the 12-inch version of it. So the 12-inch version of it, you're going from $2,500 to $3,300 if you're not a member. If you are a member, it's going up $800 from $2,100 to $2,900. Take a drink. All right. Did I have any other deals? No other deals on here that I wanted to talk about. Let's go ahead and flip to the next screen. So they do have some other Garmin deals going on. Again, these are not live right now, but they will be going live. I think it's it says right here, November 25th. So it'll be the week of Thanksgiving. So coming up here in just 10 days. So Garmin's biggest sale ever, $300 off every EchoMap Ultra 2 screen, $100 off all UHD2 SV screens, 50 off all of the UHD2 CV models. CV means you don't get side scan, side view. SV means that you do. So S stands for side view, and then the CV stands for clear view. It's essentially side imaging and down imaging. There's fancy words that they use for it. GPS map are all $200 off, except the 8600 series, which is the premier series. For those people not doing flush mount, this is the highest that you can get. They've got the 8610, which is a 10-inch screen, and I think they go up to like a 24. I think they have an 8624. $400 off of those, which is a really, really dang good price. And then, yep, here it is. LiveScope Plus $1,500. So it comes with the black box and the transducer, $200 off. This thing's like normally never on sale. We will not see LVS 32s on sale this Black Friday because they've been discontinued. You still may see some LiveScope bundles or starter kits that have like the bag, the battery, the shuttle with it, but they will not be selling just the LVS 32 anywhere, from my understanding, because it's been a discontinued product now. So typically, we would see the LVS 32, the LiveScope first gen, available for $1,000. No more thing. It says plus club members earn an extra $200 in club points too. So if you're part of their credit card program, now's the time to get this stuff. Plus earn 3x club points on Garmin screens. So lots of other deals in here. I'm not going to drain these pages just for the sake of time. Let's see, what do we got here? Humminbird. So you can get the Mega Live if you're a Humminbird user. Mega Live's going to be $500 off, $999.98, so $1,000. And then if you are a club member, you get an extra $100 off. So pretty great deal. And then screen-wise, you get the Helix 9 Mega SI G4N for $1,000 or an extra $100 off as a member. And then the Helix 10 Mega SI Plus G4N, 10-inch version of it for $1,200. Yeah, so those are the things that I wanted to chat through on that. Let's switch over here. Active Target 2 will also, so the Lowrance users will be $500 off. So that brings you down to $1,150, give or take, and then an extra $100 off for club members. And then you've got the HDS Pro 10 for $1,500 and the HDS Pro 12 for $2,500. So 10-inch, 12-inch screen. And then both of them are an extra $100 off if you are a club member. Trolling motors are also on sale. They've also got the hook reveal. I was looking to see if any of the new ones are in here. So like the Garmin Panoptix PS22 IF ice fishing bundle, the new one that came out this year for $19.99. That's not on any Black Friday deals that I could find so far. But of course, we don't know about all the deals that are out from all the retailers yet. I also looked to find if the Lowrance Eagle Eye is in any of these, and I haven't found that yet either. So TBD, and we'll see if we can find any of those. All right, moving to another retailer. This is Harbor Freight. So the thing that I wanted to call out here, a lot of people use these, and these are the Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight sells them. It's the Predator generators. So this is the 3,500 watt. So this is the big one, the one that typically people will use if they have like an air conditioner in like a wheelhouse or something like that and use it year round. But of course they work for ice fishing too. $200 off. It's normally $800, $799, down to $600, $599 on Black Friday. The Predator 2000 is the one that I use. I also have this one, the 3,500, but the Predator 2000 is not in this ad. So I don't know if it's just not in the ad and it's going to be a doorbuster deal, but I can't imagine they're going to sell the Predator 2000 for $599 because that's the full retail on the 2000. I would imagine it's going to be at least $100 or $200 off. So we'll see once we get closer. And of course, I will let you know if you're in the market and you need a new generator. I highly recommend the Predator generators. I think they're awesome and they work just as well, in my opinion, maybe a tad bit louder than the Honda 2000s or 2100 or 2200 EUs, but these are much cheaper. Better bang for your buck, in my opinion. All right. Northern Tool and Equipment. What I want to call out here is the buddy heater. So this is not like an insane deal, but this typically is kind of like your run rate on a Black Friday deal on the big buddy heater. $99.99. Like normally you can get this at Fleet Farm, Home Depot, Northern Tool. Like there's typically all the places that typically have the buddy heater. The big buddy heater, we'll put it on Menards. We'll put it on for $99.99. Now, I believe last year and even the year before, there's typically one retailer, and I think it's Fleet Farm, that will do like a 6-hour sale. And what they'll do is they'll put this on sale for $89.99, or sometimes there was one year I saw it for $79.99. Now, granted, this is not the Pro series, so it doesn't have the electric ignition. It doesn't have the fan in it, but it's the big buddy heater. So it's got the piezo igniter on it. And it's great. This is a workhorse of a heater. I'm sure a lot of people have and love these heaters, but that is the price again this year. It looks like will be kind of the standard going rate. You can normally buy this retail price almost anywhere if you just keep your eye out for it for $120. So saving you $20 from a normal sale price anywhere. But again, hopefully we see this drop down even a little bit more. All right, nothing else on this page that I wanted to go through. So we'll pop over here. This isn't a deal per se. I mean, kind of it is. But what I wanted to call out here is some pricing. So this is StrikeMaster's website. StrikeMaster now has a new price for their 24-volt auger. So any store that you go to will now be selling the 24-volt auger, right? Power head and the 6-inch or 8-inch bit on it for $299.99. That's their new price. That's a good price, right? That is what this is going to be. That's full MSRP price. The 40 volt, so the SM40V or the StrikeMaster 40 volt lithium auger, this is going to be $499 for the 6-inch, and I believe it's $519 for the 8-inch. Let's make sure. Oh, I'm sorry, 8 and 10, not 6 and 10. Why did I say 6? $499 with the 8-inch and $519 for the 10-inch. See, I should have just clicked on it. Then I wouldn't have said 6. So 8-inch, $499, 10-inch, $519. This is their new MSRP price. So this is not a sale price, but you should never pay more than this for this auger. I would argue this is not even the best price for a similar auger on the market. You should pick up the E40 over this at this price because it's going to be cheaper and better. Now, those of you that are hanging out here are going to get in on a little secret. Some companies, right? So you guys see my Eskimo video, my Eskimo ice fishing video. This is just one good example that I put out. What was that, like a month ago? That is the type of thing where the company has reached out to me the year before and they've said, hey, you want to check out our new gear, maybe get some content out for next year. And then I sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, and there's a date on it. I can't talk about it. I will not break that trust with any company. However, being in this space, there's a lot of companies that I don't have NDAs with, that I don't talk to, that I don't work with. And so I'm going to share information. So I will tell you this. StrikeMaster is coming out with a new auger next year. I'm sure they're not going to like that I'm telling you this, but they are coming out with a new auger. I don't know a ton of the specs or the features on it, but from my understanding, they're coming out with a new auger, and they're probably going to discontinue the 40 volt and the 24 volt would be my guess. And it is intended to compete with the E40 from Eskimo. So you heard it here first. So keep that in mind as you're looking at augers this year. StrikeMaster's just got a ton of this inventory in the market, which is one of the reasons why I believe they just lowered the MSRP price across the board for the 24 volt and the 40 volt. They want to sell through this inventory, right? And then if they do, next year they're releasing their new auger. Again, didn't break any trust. I wasn't told I couldn't say anything about it. And there's no NDA. Now, if StrikeMaster wanted to reach out to me, let me know more detail, I'd be willing to sign an NDA, or any company for that matter, and help get some content out when you do launch the product. But a little secret there for people that are 43 minutes into the live. Probably won't talk about it too much more after this. All right, next up, these are deals going on right now at Frank's Great Outdoors. I don't know. I think I've purchased something from them before, but I don't know for sure. Of course, I know that they are a reputable company. Otherwise, I wouldn't even put them up here because I don't want to lead you guys down the wrong path here. But they've got a ton of just ice fishing accessories on sale right now. So they've got the pins, they got the corner consoles, they've got the shelter hooks, extra seats. You've got your ice anchors, chairs. So you can kind of pop open the site. I'll drop the link down below once this is over, and you can look through, but a lot of this stuff is on sale right now. Little tables, rod holders, shelter, storage cover things. clam ice anchor installation tool, the Easy Stow pivoting tow hitch from Eskimo. So there's just a ton of different things in here that are on sale right now. So go ahead and check them out. Oh, this product right here sold out last year. The number one new E-Hub accessory from Eskimo last year was this guy. Number one selling Eskimo E-Hub shelter. Customization is interesting. It's this table. And this is on sale. Looks like maybe up to $5 off. So might be the time to pick it up if you're interested in getting it. And Eskimo came out with this year too. The Shelter Hub Light, which I looked at a couple of the shows and it looks pretty awesome. All right. Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm has released their Black Friday ad. As far as we know, everything's in it. So there's quite a few things in here. I'm going to zip through some of these pages just to let you know what's going on here. Again, I will link it. Here we go. Big Buddy heater, Fleet Farm, $99.99. So we now know it's also there. They've also got the FLX 30 for $399.99. This is half off, ladies and gentlemen. Half off. And this is with the lithium battery and the Pro Pack too. So you're getting the nice outside case. It's on a nice Pro Pack plastic shuttle inside of it. You've got a lithium battery in there, and it's only $399. This is a great deal. If you're looking for a ice fishing flasher for this season, I'd highly recommend looking at this. The FLX 30 BB will be discontinued as soon as they sell out of them. I was talking to somebody at the company a couple weeks back, and they said they're going to continue to keep the FLX 28. Right now, they've got the FLX 30 that came out, a year ago, 2 years ago? And then the FLX 38 came out this year. There's not much difference between the 30 and the 38. It doesn't make sense for them to have all three of them, so they're killing the 30. That's why we're seeing these crazy discounts. They know they can't sell the 38 at full retail until the 30 is gone because it's such a good deal, and there's not a ton different between the 30 and the 38 other than some interference rejection options, the variable zoom, the different buttons, but it's not like materially different to make that big of a difference on the ice. So they are going to blow these things out. So look for a 30 on sale if you are in the market for an ice fishing flasher. All right. There is another section down here I want to get you to. Okay. So we've got the StrikeMaster 24 volt. They've got a sale for $294.99 with a $40 gift card. So this is $5 below MSRP. Remember, we just talked about this is going to be $299 MSRP is their new price on this. And then you're also getting a $40 gift card if you're in the market for that. They've got $150 for the Light Flight 8-inch, the new USA colored version. This is the same price that I've seen at the ice fishing shows. So just so you know, $150 for the 8-inch, or they even had the 10-inch Light Flights. Granted, they were the black one at the shows for $150 that I was at this last weekend. E40, $399. But you get a $199 value free battery with it as well. So it's a 2 battery setup. And this comes with the 8-inch. This is the steel ice auger though. I don't know if they have any deals on the composite ones, but I definitely go composite if I were you. Some of the shelters here are on sale, $150 off the Nanook, which is a pretty good deal. And then they've got some of the other flashers in here. I mean, look at this. You can get an FL18. This is not brushless. It's just an FL18 for $379.99. Or for freaking $20 more, you can get the 30. Like before this year, it was the best one that they had for $20 more. Plus it comes with a Pro Pack 2 in the outside case and a broadband transducer. Like silly, silly, silly people. If you need more of the lead acid batteries, don't recommend them, but they've got those on sale. I'm not going to drain any more of this, but there is a bunch of other things in here. Fleet Farm's always a good place to swing by. Of course, they got Milwaukee and DeWalt as well. Oh, what did we see here? Was that a generator? I think that was the Honda. Here we go. The Honda EU 2200i. This is the people that want the best of the best for a 2000 series generator. I would argue this is the best. It is slightly better than the Predator, but it is also more than twice the price of the Predator 2000. So If you're like me, I went with the Predator, and I've had it for multiple years now and never had a single issue with it. So I love it. But check it out. If you need car jumper or battery chargers for your boat, the NOCO, this is a very common deal around Black Friday and Cyber Week, but then it doesn't happen at all the rest of the year. 30% off NOCO chargers and jump starters. This is Fleet Farm, but Amazon almost always has this deal around Black Friday as well. So stay tuned to the channel for that, because I will tell you all about that as soon as those deals drop and we start seeing them. So let's go ahead and pop through the comments if anybody has anything they want to chat about here. Otherwise, we can hop off and let anybody that wants to go watch the fight. Anybody see? I'm assuming the fight's not started yet. Let me know. All right. We got any LiveScope ice fishing bundle deals? You saw them at Cabela's. I'll pop it back up for you here. I think this is the best LiveScope deals that I know of so far. I will be doing a video on building your own LiveScope bundle this year. That should be able to come comparable to these prices, but some of the options will be different, right? Like these don't have a shuttle. They don't have a battery. They don't have a case. They don't have a pole. They don't have any of that with it. It's literally just the screen and just the transducer in the black box. So you still have to pay for that all on top of this. But as of right now, this is the best deal that's out there. There is I don't know if Shields still has it. Let me see. Shields had a LiveScope bundle for $2,000. They do still have it. Okay, I'll pop this up here if this is helpful for you. This is also one of the better deals that's actually going on right now. I wouldn't call it a killer deal, but it is not a bad deal. So this is the LVS 32. So again, 32 can be sold, but in bundles. This has the latest and greatest 9-inch screen. So it's the UHD2 93SV. So this is typically like a $900 screen that you're getting in here. Plus, this is $1,500 of LiveScope. So the 34 is $1,700, and this is $1,500 right now, regular price, because it's $500 for the black box and $1,000 for the transducer. Plus, you're getting the shuttle, you're getting the pack, you're getting a battery, and you're getting a pole with it. So kind of that complete starter kit with the LiveScope for $2,000. This is not a bad deal. Definitely one of the ones that I'd point you towards if you're looking to pull the trigger now. Sean and Cora, still waiting on colder weather. Yes, we are too. Do you think there'll be any good LiveScope bundles? I think that there will be better deals than these coming out this year. Yes, I do. I even saw some really good deals at the Sioux Falls Ice Show as well. So if you're interested in LiveScope deals, stay tuned to the channel. There'll be a couple of videos coming out on it. Another great company sold and will now be farmed out to the cheapest bid. Yeah, I mean, I hope they don't go downhill. If we're talking about Northland Tackle, I hope they don't go downhill. I use a lot of their stuff. I really like it. Netflix ain't working, so you're here. I love it, Z-Bass. Local Shields is the Garmin 93SV. Perfect. Yep. What I got? Yeah, we're on the same page. I'm loving it. Scratching with Blaine. What's up? What's up? Thanks for supporting the channel. I see you are a member of the channel. Really appreciate it. Did you change your name? Or did I just not realize the funny name that you have? Scratching with Blaine. I love it. Ryan, are you going to be using the Core Ice House again this year? We'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. I believe the plan is yes, but I don't have one in my possession yet, so I don't know yet. Might go a different route. We will see. I gotta make a decision here on what I'm going to be going with here in the next couple of weeks, because I want to get it decked out, and I want to, of course, do a couple walk around videos too. So you'll know within the next couple of weeks for sure. Good question, but it's definitely high on my list of options right now. Hoping to be able to go with if we can work everything out there. Seems weird. I prefer the magnetic style flaps. Yeah, versus the double zipper. It does seem a little bit weird. Fight starts soon. Okay, we'll hop off here in just a second. So just sold. I always want to recharge my phone, not to use to power jacket. Yeah, exactly. I think it's kind of funny. So just sold my Eskimo Sierra Thermal, looking for a new flip. What's everyone's thoughts? Dude, there's a lot of good ones out there. I'm hoping to put some videos out this year around the best hub shelters and the best flip over shelters. So stay tuned for that. But right now, I really like the design of it, and it's a good shelter all around, is the Ice Ops. What is it? It starts with an S. I'm blanking on the name of it. Clam came out with a new Ice Ops flip over this year. Clam Ice Ops flip over. It is called it's an R, not an S. The Clam Ranger XT Thermal. Let me pop this up on the screen for you. This is a sick looking shelter, and it comes with some accessories with it, and a portion of the proceeds go to Folds of Honor, which is to help our military veterans as well, which is pretty freaking awesome. So just bought a bunch of Z Vibers. Did you hear anything about the Wi-Fi LiveScope? It should actually, I got to check my mailbox. So I've got a mailbox at the UPS store, not too far from my house, where I get all my business mail. I'll swing over there tomorrow. I should actually have the new Wi-Fi LiveScope in my mailbox, probably with your package, Ryan. So I'll go swing over and look over there tomorrow, but I should have it, and then I'll do a video on that as well. So tons of really cool stuff coming. You did change your name. Okay. All right. I was like, huh, interesting. I don't remember. I know my members, as you guys are some of the best supporters of the channel. So I really appreciate it. Ranger, yep, you nailed it. Itching for ice. When do you think we will be walking out? My opinion on walking out for ice is, I believe that here in the Twin Cities Metro, it's going to be the first week of December. You can find some of the little ponds where you're going to be able to walk out. That'd be my guess. And then northern Minnesota, Black Friday weekend. So we got probably another couple of weeks. Be my guess. That would be my guess. I just saw one more question in here, and then we're going to hop off. Any lithium batteries on sale for trolling motors, please? I'll do you one better. Go to ampedoutdoors.com. I'll pull it up. In fact, right now, actually, if you just scroll down, you click description on this video, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, you're on YouTube, go ahead and go in there. You'll see Amped Outdoors. Click on the link there. By clicking on that link, you'll save 10% off anything on their website. They have some of the best batteries at the best prices, plus a 10% off. You can't beat it. And I do believe they might even have some sale deals right now on some of the bigger batteries. In fact, yes, they do. They've got the 60 amp hour Life PO 412 volt batteries, the deep cycles, $70 off. So they're only $299 right now. With the link down below, you'll get an extra 10% off. So it'll bring it down to $269.99 per battery. And depending on what you need, 24 or 36 volt, you just get 2 of them if you need 24, 3 of them if you need 36. If you're running a 12 volt, just get 1. That would be what I recommend. So hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Thank you for hopping on the stream. As always, if you find other deals or things that you want to talk about here on the stream, shoot me a message, shoot me an email, or a comment down below. Thank you so much. Enjoy the fight. If you're going to be tuning into that, I'm going to be watching it while I do some editing and finalize some things here tonight. Take it easy. Until next time. Tight.